everybody, my name is Fairy, or the Hedge Witch, and welcome back to my sacred space. It is so strange to be filming again, but I'm really excited to get back into this. So as some of you may be aware, I've been gone for a little while. Things have been wild. You may notice that my space is looking a little bit different. If you hadn't watched my update life event video that I uploaded back in May, I can link it in the iCard if you're interested, but what it comes down to is I moved. And without getting into too much detail, because I did address this in that first video, but just as a refresher, it was a very unexpected move. I had not planned at all on moving, at least for another year, but things happened and now I'm in this apartment. So a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of things are different, and I just wanted to kind of come on here and give you guys a little bit of an update of how I'm doing, what I've been up to, what these changes are, and then getting back on track with what I was up to before. This video is unscripted, so I'm really sorry if I get rambly. I tend to talk too much in these kind of update videos, so I'm really sorry. I will try to keep it as short as possible. If you guys are only looking for a certain part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and leave some timestamps down in a pinned comment. So if you just want to click ahead to when I'm going to be talking about YouTube or upcoming videos, or you don't want to hear about my move or whatever, you can just click around and get to where you want to go. So my partner and I moved on June 12th, I believe it was, into this apartment. We're in a divided house, so we do have neighbors now. That's going to be possibly an issue going forward. They live above us, so occasionally you might hear footsteps. I can't do anything about that. They just live up there. But usually when I record my videos, it's pretty late at night. Currently it is 12:23 a.m. And they tend to be in bed by the time I'd be recording, so I'm hoping that it's not going to be a problem. But the move was very stressful for a lot of different reasons. We had to move our belongings from 3 different locations to this place, and it was just really difficult. So because of how our situation ended up working out, we had to move my partner's things first. Obviously we kind of did a big move where we did most of our furniture and all of that kind of stuff, but for anything left over that we didn't get to that day, which there was a fair bit left, we were focusing on getting Ruben's stuff moved first because he had a lease that was going to be ending a week and a half after our move-in date, whereas I was moving out of a house where my lease didn't end until next year. There is going to be somebody taking over my part of that lease, but they aren't going to be moving until January. So I had endless time to get my stuff out of that house. It took us quite some time to get everything moved. Ruben is still working full-time during all of this, so we had to kind of work around everybody's schedules to get help moving and everything like that. But at the beginning of July, we finished moving everything from all of the places that we were moving stuff from. And then just when it seemed like things were finally going to be getting better, we ran into an issue with Ruben's car, and it is now entirely undrivable. It's just entirely dead. We're gonna have to junk it, and with unexpectedly moving and everything, we've been having a lot of financial stress because of that. We're doing fine. We have things figured out, but that's just been another really big stressor, which kind of leads me into I've just been really depressed. I know that I said in one of the last videos that I uploaded before moving that I had planned to be back at the end of June or the beginning of July, and when I'm filming this it is August 1st. Well, technically it's the 2nd now, but so it took me a really long time to unpack everything, and I still have a lot of things that need to find a home. I have no artwork up. A lot of my collectibles are still in boxes, but one of the first spaces I wanted to put together was my altar space. So I did spend a fair bit of time working on that, but even after I got my altar set up and I have my own bedroom, so I could have technically started filming a while ago. I just really didn't feel like I was in like the right state of mind to be doing that. I really haven't done much for witchcraft in the past like couple months. I didn't really feel like I had anything to share. I didn't feel like I had a good enough mood to come on here and present my camera persona. When you go on camera, you act and speak a little bit differently than you might in real life, and it's just really exhausting to keep up that camera persona if you're not in like a good mental state. So I wasn't really able to do that until now, and I'm still not doing the best. We are still kind of in the thick of things with the car stuff. We have a plan and everything, but like it is not like finished yet. We do not have the new car yet. So, but that's kind of where we're at with that. Overall though, I do really like this apartment. We have plenty of space. Ruben has his own altar space off of his bedroom, and I've been able to kind of like spread out my belongings more, so I have a lot more space in my bedroom, even though it's like hardly bigger than my old one. Really, in here I just have my bed, my altar, a dresser, a nightstand, and like a bunch of plushies and posters that are on the ground back there. But that's pretty much all I have in here. Everything else is out in the other room. Speaking of what's out in the other room, moving in with my partner means that I have 3 cats now, it's been really fun. I had multiple cats at my old house with my roommate's cats, but Ruben's cats are a lot different than those cats. His cats are a lot younger. Their names are Cashew and Almond. I'll put some pictures of them up right now. And then if you guys didn't know, I have a cat also. His name is Flannery, or Flan for short. Almond and Flan are about 1 and Cash is about 3, so they're all very high energy, crazy boys. But they've been getting along very well for the most part, and they've really been enjoying me being home more. Obviously with Ruben working full-time, he wasn't around a lot to pay attention to Cash and Almond, so me being here and being home most of the time has been awesome for them. A couple things in terms of YouTube. I just wanted to address that in the very last video that I uploaded, which was my tarot collection video, I put a clip at the beginning thanking you guys for getting me to 100 subscribers, and in the time between then and now, my channel is almost at 300 subscribers now, which is like really crazy. I didn't expect this channel to really get any views. I'm just doing this because I feel called to, and it's really fun for me, so I didn't really expect anybody to want to watch my content, but it makes me really happy. So thank you guys so much for showing me so much love and support on my videos. It really means a lot to me. As for other stuff I have upcoming for this channel, today when I'm filming this is Lunasa, or Llamas, so I decided I wanted to try to do a kind of like celebration holiday vlog kind of thing. It's really low-key. I didn't really like leave the house or anything. Actually, in my area there's been an air quality advisory because of the smoke coming down from some wildfires in Canada, and I have asthma, so I haven't really been able to go anywhere for a while. But I thought that it would be kind of fun to kind of show like a more realistic version of like what I do for the holidays. I think a lot of people, when they make videos about the Sabbats, they list like 6,000 things that you could possibly do, but like no person, well, hardly any people are going to do that many things in one day. Like realistically, most people have jobs, family lives, and all that kind of stuff, and they don't have like time to dedicate like to doing all these celebrations. I kind of take a more relaxed approach to the Sabbats, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I was doing this year. I'm thinking of continuing this for the other Sabbats. There are, I think, like 2 Sabbats that I don't really celebrate, so you probably won't see vlogs for those ones, but aside from that, I think that it might be really fun. I do have some other video ideas as well. I have been wanting to really dive back into some of my Art Witch stuff. I was working on a little mini grimoire about astrology that I really want to get back into. I also really want to dedicate some time to studying tarot. I have been doing tarot for a very long time, and I would not by any means say that I'm a beginner at tarot, but I have untreated ADHD and some memory problems, and it's really difficult for me to remember like every single card meaning. And I know that like I don't have to have them all memorized, but I'd really just like to spend some time doing like a page in my Book of Shadows on each card, and just really spending some time like deep diving into some of the symbolism and different meanings and things like that of each card to kind of get a deeper connection to them. There are some cards that I almost never get in my spreads, so I think that it would be really nice for me to be able to spend some time researching those cards especially. I also have some paranormal stories that I thought of sharing. I have some friends who've been like, oh, you should upload that to your witchcraft channel. I might get around to that one day. I'm not really sure. I think that story times can be really fun, but I really enjoy like sharing my actual practice with you guys rather than like talking about all the spooky shit that happens to me. So before I start like regularly uploading again, something that's really important to me is having closed captions available on my videos. And I know that YouTube does like the auto-generated caption thing, but they are garbage. So when I upload videos, I actually do my own captions, and I like to have them ready to go before the video goes live. And I know to like most of you, that's not really a big deal. You're maybe like, Fairy, I don't even use closed captions. Like most of us don't, like just upload videos, but the deaf and hard of hearing community is very important to me. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I actually know sign language. I took it for 4 years in high school and middle school as well. Actually, my middle school offered it, so I took it into high school until they didn't have any higher classes for me to take. So the deaf and hard of hearing community is a group of people that I have been very deeply immersed in for a long time, and it's very important to me that my videos are accessible to as many people as possible. My old roommate also is a special ed teacher, and although like she wouldn't be playing my videos in her classroom, it still is important to me that people that might have similar disabilities to the kids that she teaches, or just as many people as possible, can watch my videos. So that was a really long-winded way of saying that before I moved, I uploaded 3 videos like at the end of May, and because of like doing all my packing and stuff, I never got around to doing closed captions for those videos. So that is like my number one highest priority, even above making new videos. So over the next few days, I'm hoping to finish the captions on those so that I can move on to new projects, but just be aware that it might be like an extra week before I get around to making like a real video that's not just an update. But yeah, as always, if you have any requests, please let me know down below. I read every single comment that I get on all of my videos. So I promise that if you request something, I will read it and consider it. And if I think it's something that I would be able to provide some insight on, or like have something to say about, then I will definitely do a video on it. I've been rambling, so I'm gonna cut myself off here. I'm really excited to be back to doing YouTube. YouTube has been something in my life for a really long time, so it's really nice to get back into it and be in a better space to do it. I've never really had like an office space before, or like I just have a lot of room to do things, and it's really exciting and pretty freeing as well. Thank you guys again so much for the support. It means the world to me, and I will see you guys on my next regular video. Bye!